Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video, and today it's going to be a bit different because we're not going to be talking about a Japanese item or a French item or a British item or an American item. We're going to be talking about some toys that come from Italy of all places, and basically I've got those which have already taken out of their box, but we're going to unpack them. And basically they are based on a Japanese cartoon which was called UFO Robot Grendizer. It's a series from the 1970s with a big robot, and in the US it was part of the Shogun Warriors collection, actually, oddly enough. And basically it's quite famous show in France where it's called Goldorak, and it's also quite famous in Italy where it's called Goldorak or something like that. Don't quote me on this. I mean, my Italian pronunciation is probably really bad. But anyway, Italy has decided to do some collectible, which are actually retro style action figures. So they've done 3 so far. You do have the main character, Duke Fleed, who is known in French as Actarus. So you do have Duke Fleed, and you do have 2 soldiers from the enemy, which are the forces of Vega, vegan soldier. And no, they're not vegan, they're just from Vega, the star. And so you do have 1 vegan soldier, and we do have a second vegan soldier. So they may appear the same, but actually they are not the same. So I'm going to show you that because I think those are quite exciting. They are not the best design in the world, but they're really good fun, and they really capture the retro style. I mean, they're a bit bigger than usual retro. So usually retro style figures are about 3 3/4 inches tall, because that's the Star Wars action figure size from the 1970s. So those are slightly bigger. They're about 4 inches, 4.5 inches. I haven't calculated, but it looks like that. And they are limited edition. So basically you do have the blister pack that is like that. So you do have the action figure and its accessories. You do have a nice backing port, and in the bag they actually show you that there's going to be more in the collection. This one is of course number 2, which is the vegan soldier, which I'm going to show you. Number 3 is going to be interesting because that's Alcor, with the second main character of Goldorak or UFO Robot Grendizer. I think it's called Kubi Kabuto. I can never remember the Japanese name. I'm very sorry to say. And there's more characters here who could be from Goldorak or from another toy animation series. So we're going to open those, and there is something very clever. Those have been done specially for they're done by Frankentoys, which is an Italian company here, and they are limited edition. I think there's only 1,000 of each or something like that. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong if you know that there's more than 1,000. But that's what they had announced originally. That was the first one that was released about a year ago. You can still find it, so that's why I'm surprised it's only limited to 1,000. So maybe there's more. And what they've done is they've done a real collector-friendly packaging, because most of the time they say, yeah, yes, you know, collector-friendly packaging, but they're actually not, because you need to remove some stickers, you need to cut something to open them, and you've got a clamshell. And this is actually a very clever way, because you do have a clamshell and you literally just slide out the card. So you do have the card, and you do have the blister that you can completely open and put back together. So it's actually a very clever way of doing a collector-friendly packaging, because as you can see, this is the packaging here, so here is Alcor, Duke Fleed, the first characters. As you see, they've given him a very, it is really retro style. I mean, it's 5 points of articulation, arms, head, and feet. It's a very simple design, as you can see. and but they're really cool. I mean, I'm quite excited. I'm a big fan of Goldorak, and I think those are really fun. And they do have accessories. So this one has a little gun that I'm going to try not to lose. As you can see, it's quite, for something that size, it's actually nicely detailed in deco. And you do have an extra head because that is Actarus' normal head, and if you plug it out and you plug in, you do have his helmeted version, which is mostly the way that we know the character. So that's really good fun, and he can really hold his gun, which is something important to know, because in so many of those retro toy line, they put accessories, but they can't actually be held by the character. So that's pretty cool. So this is the first one, and they've continued the collection with the vegan soldier. So there's two vegan soldier here, and you will notice that they're almost identical except for the color. The color is slightly different, and one of them says variant here. So you do have a variant version and the regular version. So we're going to check the regular version of the vegan soldier, who I remind you is not vegan at all, at least I don't think so. And they've changed the back of the packaging, so you do have two figures now. So I hope it doesn't mean that they are not going to continue the collection. I certainly hope it's not the case, because I really enjoy that collection. And yeah, this is done by Frankentoys in Ragusa in Italy. So so here you go. That's basically all the details about the people who did the sculpting and everything. And same thing, it's the same type of packaging. So you do have the card that slides out, and you can remove the figure from the blister. And here is the figure, which is really very nice. I'm very sorry with the light. I'm having some issues here again. So here you go. That's the character. Same thing. It's got arms, legs. Obviously you can't move the head because it's one piece, and it does have a huge gun, which is actually really the type of gun that they use in the show. So they've really gone through all the details to make it as nice as possible. So here you go. That's the regular soldier, and we're going to open, because we need to see him, to see that, so that I can show you the difference. This is the variant one. So as you can see on the packaging, so that it's a variant. And otherwise, I mean, packaging is the same, the figure is the same. I'm not going to get the gun out because the gun is exactly the same, but the figure is slightly different in the sense that they've done different. I'm not quite sure if you can see the difference, but the color of the hood and head is different. So here you go. Those are the three figures that they've released so far. So Duke Fleet or Actarus, the vegan soldier, and the variant vegan soldier. From Goldorak or UFO Robot Grendizer, this Japanese series from the 70s. I'm a big fan. I will have to show you more stuff about Goldorak or UFO Robot Grendizer. I believe I showed you a 12-inch action figure a while ago, so maybe we could actually put a link to the video if we can find it. It will probably be over there. Maybe you will have the link. And anyway, so those are Italian figures from Frankentoys. You can find them online. Obviously, there are a few shops in Italy who are selling those. So if you look for Frankentoys, UFO Robot Grendizer, you will find those action figures. So either you go directly to the company, but they will link to shops usually, or you can also go on some very famous auction sites that will carry them, but they actually are more expensive on the auction site, whereas some shops because I've seen some of them being sold for something like £50 or £60, whereas you can find them for under 40 euros usually. So just do your research if you want to buy them. They are really cool, and they are supposed to be limited to 1,000 each, so they are collectibles and not toys. Anyway, they're fun. I hope you've enjoyed that. It was a bit different, and I will see you again soon. Bye.